Hello everyone. My name's Forrest. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to review the Nike Ballestra 2s. These are the newest fencing shoes in the market right now. And I'm gonna put them through some work. I'm gonna take a quick look at them, give them my first impressions, and then I'm going to fence in them, do some footwork in them. Since I'm coaching as well, I'll be giving some private lessons in them. So I'm gonna put about a week's worth of time into wearing these shoes. And then by the end, I'm gonna give you my full review. So let's get started. Okay, let's go ahead and pop open the box. So I opted for the red, white, and blue model. So I thought these were pretty snazzy looking. They're symmetrical for those who are a little old school and tried out an old Adidas pair of shoes that were asymmetrical. But anyway, symmetrical shoes, they feel pretty light, which is good. I personally don't want to have a lot of heft, a lot of weight to it. First thing I notice, they look extremely durable. If you are someone who likes to slide their feet, so that's not the best technique to slide our feet, but we all do it. Even the most advanced fencers and all three weapons have a habit of sliding their feet. It just happens. So I can already tell this is going to be very good for those fencers. Even there's a high rubber guard even up here towards the top of the shoe. But if you look at the sole, they raise the black rubber sole like a ½ inch or more up. And then when you get to that main part, the ball of your foot, the side, it's really well raised. It's very durable. I can tell on a lot of different surfaces, including like fencing strips, metal fencing strips where it's very like cheese grady, it's gonna last, or at least I think it's gonna last. The heel is kind of interesting looking. If you look at it, it's this multi-directional ball. So I'm not sure how that's going to feel to move in, to lunge into, but it does look like it's going to catch a lunge really well. So first impressions, I like the build, it looks good. I was not a fan of the original Nike Ballestras. I actually hated those shoes. So I can tell you just by appearance and build quality, width of the shoe, this already looks a million times better than the original Ballestra. So Ballestra 2's already winning in many different ways. A lot of people I know tend to snap their laces on the original Ballestras, and I'm a little nervous that with time the same thing could happen here. So the laces go through on half of it through like a threaded loop. That scares me a little bit because I know some people, including me, like a pretty firm, tight fit on the laces. So over time, if you're doing that, and these are athletic shoes, they're gonna take a beating. We're not just walking around the street in these. That doesn't seem like a good construction point. So I'm gonna say that's gonna lose some points. Now, I'm only gonna review these shoes for about a week, so it's likely that they won't break. I hope they don't break in less than a week. But I think long-term that could serve some problems. But you know, maybe I'll update this review in like a year, half a year or something. But overall, yeah, very durable looking. They look comfortable. They are a little wider than the original Ballestras. I have very average feet. So these are size 10s. I wear a size 10 shoe. My feet, I don't have like any weird toes or they're not wide. It's super average foot. That's what I have. So if these feel good to me, they're probably gonna feel good to most people. So let's go ahead and try these puppies on and see how they feel. Okay, I got my nice almond socks on. Let's try these on for the first time. Okay, they feel a little interesting actually. So, first, I'm used to having the tongue of my shoe come right a little bit higher. So these feel a little low on the tongue, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a little different for me on a performance shoe. So something, but it feels good. It's right now, putting these shoes on, they feel way more comfortable than the original Ballestras. Okay. So they feel pretty cushioned on the inside right now. Obviously I'm not running around or jogging anywhere, but they feel pretty comfortable right now as they are. So let's go ahead and try the other shoe. So far, actually, honestly, I think I'm gonna like these a lot. They feel a lot like my favorite pair of Adidas fencing shoes. So if that's gonna be the case, I'm gonna just fall in love with these. Okay, got them on. Let's get going. Okay, fast forward about a week. It's been about 6 days since I first received the shoes and introduced them to you guys in video. I've been putting them through the test. I've been fencing in them. I've been doing footwork, just various drills. I've also been coaching a lot in these, just walking around the club, giving lessons, showing examples. So I've worn these straight, and I'm gonna have to say I really like these shoes. I think they're great. If you are a competitive fencer, if you fence, at least 4 times a week, many hours in a day, and you really take it seriously, this is the best shoe, in my opinion, on the market as a fencer. Now, obviously, you can wear shoes that are not fencing shoes as a fencer, and I think a lot of epes, especially, they like to look outside the world of fencing shoes and try out other shoes. But for me, they have a good weight. The weight is perfect. Even though I've only used them a week, it seems as if the durability in nearly every aspect is great. The one thing I pointed out earlier I do think is a concern is the weak little eyelets that the laces are going to go through on the side. I think those have a possibility of breaking down, especially if you tie them real tight. I know some fencers really like to tie their shoes super, super tight. I don't do that. I'm not so extreme about that, but I can see that being a problem. The other issue is, it's hard to see, but on the inside of the shoe, there's like an elastic band. Now, the elastic, you can't really see it. The elastic band, I feel like it holds the tongue down. That might get stretched a little bit, especially over time. So that it's not gonna be that bad, but it may be a little annoying having this loose elastic strap inside your shoe. But like I said, this is what I'm thinking may occur. It doesn't mean it will happen. I've only used these a week and that has not happened yet. Obviously that would make this shoe a failure if something was so stretched and broken already. So overall, the heel feels great. I can lunge in it, I can pound into it. I did some excessive lunging in it just to test it out. It felt great, I had no heel pain. Durability is great. It does make a little bit of a sound. If you drag your back foot a little bit, you may have this like odd sound, a little excessive sound. I was fencing on sport court tiles. I heard a little bit with my back foot slide when I was going a little slower, lazier, when I was out of distance, coming into distance. I heard a little like sound that I wasn't a big fan of, but it's not that big of a deal. Overall, I'm gonna give these shoes a 4.5 out of 5. great shoe. We would highly recommend for a competitive fencer, not so much for a beginner fencer. It's too expensive, which is why it's not getting a full 5 stars. It's just these eyelets could break, and there's almost $200 at full price. I would recommend these for competitive fencers for sure. Definitely try them out. Get whatever color. What's your favorite color? Let me know in the comments below. But go buy these, give them a try. Okay, thanks for watching my video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any ideas for future videos, please comment in the video. Let me know what you want to see. Okay guys, see you later.